I'm gonna level with you guys. I really miss the Recluse. I had one with about 30,000 kills on it, and I exclusively used it for almost the entire time that it was around. I'll admit, I was a little lost when they sunset it, but now we finally have a worthy successor to the throne, and with a perk pull that'll make you drool and a familiar feel in the hand, I think this is the next king of SMGs. Today's video is going to be all about the funnel web Vice SMG, and hot diggity damn, this is going to be a juicy one. I am JT Goonie, and if you are new here and you enjoy this Destiny weapon review, consider getting subscribed because I make videos just like this all the time. So stick around and join the community. We'd love to have you. With all that being said, let's get right on into this weapon. So the first thing we need to talk about here is stats. This thing goes so hard in the paint if you can get the right rolls on it. Fluted barrel is going to be the best option, bumping that range, bumping up that stability, and with the plus 14 bump to weapon handling, weapon swapping will be super blazing fast. And if you're using a weapon with harmony like Shira's Wrath or something like that, this weapon definitely hits the mark. Accurized and Flared Magwell are your two best options for the magazine perks, but this weapon has a 96 recoil direction, so you could sub that out for something like Tactical Mag or Alloy Mag if you wanted a little bit more reload speed. This SMG is going to sit in that 900 RPM lightweight frame, which will give you Icarus dashing warlocks, a little bit of extra movement speed just for having this weapon equipped, and on top of that, the origin trait is where this weapon really shines. Vice weapons come with the origin trait Vice Stinger, and trust me, it definitely stings. This trait makes it so that when you damage an enemy, not kill them, all you have to do is damage them. It has a small chance to reload the weapon and increase movement speed while aiming down sights. So that's just even more movement speed. So you're already blazing it up down the turnpike, and now you've got even more movement speed when you ADS. That's crazy. I do nothing but aim down sights with this SMG, so having this at my side is definitely going to be my go-to if I'm being 100% honest with you. With Void being the main focus for now, with things like volatile rounds and so many other mods and things buffing Void weapons this season, this thing is set to do major damage in the coming season. It synergizes super well with Void Siphon and Harmonic Siphon with Subsistence to generate orbs of power for you and your teammates, as well as being an S tier option for Overload, SMG, and Auto Rifle. And when I say S tier, in the raid, in that third encounter when you're doing the overloads, when you have to jump back and forth on each side to get them down, this thing was destroying them with volatile rounds. And I had a couple other mods perked. I can't remember exactly what we were using. We were exhausted for that day one attempt, but absolutely nuts. Elemental Armaments is also going to be a huge play in Void focus builds that required Void Wells if you slap on Font of Might, and there are just so many ways to buff this weapon's damage time and time again that it shines even brighter when you mix and match those mods. Now this is going to be kind of a long section because we haven't even started talking about perks, and this is 10,000% a weapon you're going to want to have a couple of rolls on because the perk pool is just so diverse. We have perks in the perk 1 slot such as Perpetual Motion, you can get Subsistence, Auto-Loading Holster, the new Steady Hands perk which gives increased handling to all weapons, not just the funnel web, and in perk 2 we have things like Thresh, Frenzy, Adrenaline Junkie, and the most important perk on this SMG for PvP, in my opinion, which is going to be Rangefinder. Honestly, that is one of the main reasons I like this weapon as much as I do. Rangefinder, Subsistence, Rangefinder, Killing Wind, these rolls are absolutely nuts. And for PvE, I'm going to go with Subsistence. It just seems to be the best fit because you are going to be killing those trash ads so much more frequently than you would other ones. So if you never want to have to reload in strikes and stuff like that, just take out all the thrall, always get a little bit of, more ammo in the magazine, and you'll be good to go. Adrenaline Junkie, and just because of the sheer amount of kills you can get with Subsistence, in turning giving your grenades back super fast, and with my Stasis Hunter build, even though this is a Void focused weapon, I never have to worry about having a grenade. Obviously with Void you won't either, but taking damage with the Stasis subclass, giving you grenade energy on top of Adrenaline Junkie, where when you throw a grenade, it reloads the weapon, and when you shoot or when you kill enemies, it gives you your grenade energy back. Honestly, a win-win situation. You could go Killing Wind, Frenzy, but I feel like you lose too much versatility because you already have the Vice perk giving you increased movement speed on top of it, being a lightweight frame already. I mean, but if, W key is the only thing more power to you. If I'm being 100% honest with you guys, Funnel Web gave me goosebumps when I used it. Just from the archetype alone, I wasn't really a fan of SMGs for a while, but I'm coming back around to them, especially with that new raid SMG. I did just make a video. I'll link that one down in the description going over all the raid weapons. So if you need to know anything about the raid weapons, some of the roles you need to get on them, let me know what you guys think about this one. Is it a slapper, or are we just chasing the nostalgia of the Recluse? I've been JT Goonie, and I'll catch you in the next one.